Hello guys, my name is Anissa Givari.
My name is Paradia Aida Putri.
Now we will discuss an article about broadcasting.
Check it out.
Broadcasting, electronic transmission of radio and television signals that are intended for general public reception, as distinguished from private signals that are directed to specific receivers. In its most common form, broadcasting may be described as the systematic dissemination of entertainment, information, educational programming, and other features for simultaneous reception by a captured audience with appropriate receiving apparatus. Broadcast may be audible only, as in radio, or visual, or a combination of both, as in television.
Radio broadcasting, United States. The first known radio program in the United States was broadcast by Reginald Audrey Fessenden from his experimental station at Bryn Rock, Mass. On Christmas Eve 109006. Two musical selection, the reading of a poem, and short talk apparently constitute the program, which was heard by ship-wireless operators within a radius several hundred miles. Following the relaxation of military restriction on radio at the conclusion of World War I, many experimental radio stations, often equipped with homemade apparatus, were operated by amateurs. The range of such broadcasts was only a few miles, and the receiving apparatus necessary to hear them was mostly in the hands of other experimenters, who, like the broadcast, pursued radio as a hobby. Among the leading personalities of this early period was David Sarnoff, leader of the Radio Corporation of America and the National Broadcasting Company, who first in 109016 envisaged the possibility of a radio receiver in every home.
Growth of commercial radio. From this beginning, the evolution of broadcasting was rapid. Many persons who want to hear music from the air soon create a demand for receivers that were suitable for operation by the layman. The increase in the number of listeners in turn justified the establishment of stations, especially for the purpose of broadcasting entertainment and information programs. The first commercial radio station was KDKA in Pittsburgh, which went on the air in the evening of November 2, 1920, with a broadcast of the returns of the Harding Cox presidential election. The success of the KDKA broadcast and of the musical programs that were initiated thereafter motivated others to install similar stations. A total of 8 were operating in the United States by the end of 1921. The popularity of this early station created two possible sources of financial support to offset the operating costs of broadcasting. First, there were possibilities for profit in the manufacture and sale of radio receiving equipment. And second, the fame attained by the organization operating the first broadcasting station called attention to the value of broadcasting as an advertising medium. Advertising eventually became the principal means of support for broadcasting in the United States. Between 1921 and 1922, the sale of radio receiving sets and of component parts for use in home construction of such sets began, a boom that was followed immediately by a large increase in the number of transmitting stations. By November 1, 1922, 564 broadcasting stations had been licensed. From this article, we find several verbal and nominal. Verbal. First one. The musical selection, the reading of a poem. The verbal is in the word reading. Second, the fame attained by the organization operating the first broadcasting station. The verbal is in the word attain. Third, experimental radio station, often equipped with homemade apparatus, were operated by amateurs. The verbal is in the word equip. Nominal. First, the range of such broadcast was only a few miles and the reserving. The nominal is in the word was. Second, broadcasting. Electronic transmission of radio and television signal that are intended for general public reception. The nominal is in the word are. Third, the first known radio program in the United States was broadcast by Reginald Aubrey Fessenden. The nominal is in the word was.
First, active, the organization that operated the first broadcasting station Janet FM. Passive, the FM was joined by the organization that operated the first broadcasting station. Second, active, Reginald Aubrey Fessenden broadcasted the first known radio program on his experimental station in the United States. Passive, the first known radio program in the United States was broadcasted by Reginald Aubrey Fessenden from his experimental station. Third, active, amateurs operated many experimental radio stations often equipped with homemade apparatus. Passive, many experimental radio stations often equipped with homemade apparatus were operated by amateurs.
Okay, this is pattern. First, broadcasting. Electronic transmission of radio and television signal that are intended for general public reception. The tenses is simple past tense. Second, the first known radio program in the United States was broadcast by Reginald Aubrey Fessenden from his experimental station. The tenses is past continuous tense. Third, Radio Corporation of America and the National Broadcasting Company, who first in 1916 envisaged the possibility of a radio receiver in every home. The tenses is simple past tense. Penyiaran. Transmisi elektronik dari sinyal radio dan televisi yang dimaksudkan untuk penerimaan publik secara umum, yang dibedakan dari sinyal pribadi yang diarahkan ke penerima tertentu. Dalam bentuknya yang paling umum, penyiaran dapat digambarkan sebagai penyebaran sistematis hiburan, informasi, pemrograman pendidikan, dan fitur-fitur lain untuk penerimaan simultan oleh audiens yang tersebar dengan peralatan penerima yang tepat. Siaran mungkin hanya terdengar, seperti di radio, atau visual, atau kombinasi keduanya, seperti di televisi.
Program radio pertama yang diketahui di Amerika Serikat disiarkan oleh Reginald Aubrey Fessenden dari stasiun eksperimentalnya di Brand Rock, Mass pada malam Natal 1906. Dua pilihan musik, pembacaan puisi, dan ceramah singkat tampaknya merupakan program yang didengar oleh operator nirkabel kapal dalam radius beberapa ratus mil. Menyusul pelonggaran pembatasan militer pada radio pada akhir Perang Dunia I, banyak stasiun radio eksperimental sering dilengkapi dengan peralatan buatan sendiri, dioperasikan oleh para amatir. Jangkauan siaran semacam itu hanya beberapa mil, dan alat penerima yang diperlukan untuk mendengarnya sebagian besar berada di tangan para peneliti lain, yang seperti para penyiar mengejar radio sebagai hobi. Di antara tokoh-tokoh terkemuka periode awal ini adalah David Sarnoff, kemudian dari Radio Corporation of America dan National Broadcasting Company, yang pertama kali pada tahun 1916 membayangkan kemungkinan penerima radio di setiap rumah.
Dari awal ini, evolusi penyiaran berlangsung cepat. Banyak orang yang ingin mendengar musik dari udara segera menciptakan permintaan untuk penerima yang cocok untuk operasi oleh orang awam. Meningkatnya jumlah pendengar pada gilirannya membenarkan pendiri stasiun terutama untuk tujuan penyiaran, hiburan, dan program informasi. Stasiun radio komersial pertama adalah KDKA di Pittsburgh yang mengudara pada malam 2 November 1920 dengan siaran kembalinya pemilihan Presiden Harding Cox. Keberhasilan siaran KDKA dan program musik yang diprakarsai sesudahnya memotivasi orang lain untuk memasang stasiun serupa. Total 8 beroperasi di Amerika Serikat pada akhir 1921. Popularitas stasiun-stasiun awal ini menciptakan dua sumber dukungan finansial yang memungkinkan untuk mengimbangi biaya operasi penyiaran. Pertama, ada kemungkinan untung dalam pembuatan dan penjualan peralatan penerima radio. Dan kedua, ketenaran yang diperoleh oleh organisasi yang mengoperasikan stasiun penyiaran pertama meminta perhatian pada nilai penyiaran sebagai media iklan. Periklanan pada akhirnya menjadi sarana utama dukungan untuk penyiaran di Amerika Serikat. Antara 1921 dan 1922, penjualan set penerima radio dan bagian-bagian komponen untuk digunakan dalam konstruksi rumah set tersebut melalui booming yang segera diikuti oleh peningkatan besar dalam jumlah stasiun transmisi. Pada 1 November 1922, 564 stasiun penyiaran telah dilisensikan.
Because the author intends to provide info from a fact that has happened in the past.
Well, we hope this content can be useful for all of you.
Who watched this video?
That's all from us.
See you!